David sat at the kitchen table, staring at the pile of bills in front of him. The flickering light above added to the heaviness of the room. His wife, Emma, shuffled quietly around, packing lunches for their 2 kids. The weight of their $50,000 student loan debt loomed large over their heads, and their modest jobs barely kept the family afloat. Yet, despite the suffocating burden, David held on to a single thought. This can't be forever. One evening, after tucking their kids into bed, David and Emma had a heart-to-heart. "We can't keep living like this," he said, running his fingers through his hair. Emma nodded, her eyes filled with equal parts exhaustion and hope. Together, they resolved to tackle their debt, even if it meant sacrifices and hard work. David started by analyzing their finances. He canceled subscriptions, sold unnecessary items, and devised a strict budget. "Every penny counts," he told Emma, who began clipping coupons and planning meals to minimize grocery costs. The first month was tough. Watching their friends go out while they stayed home or seeing their kids long for things they couldn't afford broke their hearts. But they reminded each other of their goal: freedom from debt. David took on extra work as a delivery driver after his day job. On weekends, he began freelancing as a graphic designer, a skill he had learned in college but never used professionally. Emma, too, pitched in by babysitting for neighbors. Their once quiet evenings turned into a whirlwind of activity. Despite the fatigue, there were happy moments. The family began to bond over home-cooked meals and board games instead of expensive outings. "I like it when we're all together," their youngest daughter Lily said one evening, making David's heart swell. David also started documenting their journey on a blog. He shared their struggles, their triumphs, and the little victories, like the day they made their first extra $1,000 payment on the loan. To his surprise, his blog began attracting readers, other families looking for inspiration. After 2 years of relentless effort, they had paid off $20,000 of their debt. One day, David received an email from a company interested in advertising on his blog. "They want to pay me $500 a month," he told Emma, his voice filled with disbelief. That night, they celebrated with a homemade cake and a promise to keep pushing forward. Encouraged by the extra income, David expanded his blog, started offering budget templates, and even wrote an ebook about their journey. His online venture began bringing in a steady stream of revenue, reducing the hours he needed to spend on his side hustles. Not every moment was smooth. There were setbacks, like the time their car broke down, wiping out their emergency fund, or when their eldest daughter, Sophie, came home in tears because she felt embarrassed about not having trendy clothes like her classmates. David and Emma reminded their kids, and themselves, why they were making sacrifices. They explained their goals in simple terms and even got the kids involved, letting them track how much money the family saved each month. It became a team effort, and every milestone brought cheers and hugs. By the 5th year, David's blog was earning enough to replace his side hustles entirely. He shifted his focus to helping others navigate their financial struggles, offering free workshops and creating a supportive online community. One day, while reviewing their progress, David realized they were just $10,000 away from being debt-free. "We're so close," he whispered, tears in his eyes. Emma smiled, holding his hand tightly. It was a quiet Sunday morning when David made the final payment on their student loans. He called Emma and the kids into the living room and announced, "We're debt-free." The room erupted in cheers. They hugged, cried, and even danced around the house. For dinner, they treated themselves to pizza, a rare splurge, and watched their favorite family movie, feeling a sense of lightness they hadn't known in years. With their newfound freedom, David and Emma began saving for their kids' college funds and even took a modest family vacation, a first in over a decade. David continued his blog, turning it into a full-fledged business. His story inspired thousands of others, proving that financial freedom was achievable with discipline and perseverance. One evening, as the family sat around a campfire during their vacation, Sophie said, "I'm proud of you, Dad. You didn't give up." David smiled, looking at Emma and their kids, and replied, "I didn't do it alone. We did this together." David's journey wasn't just about money. It was about resilience, love, and the power of a shared goal. His story became a beacon of hope for middle-class families everywhere, showing that no matter how overwhelming the challenge, success is possible with grit, determination, and unity.